Hello, everyone. Welcome to MHAuthority. My name is Dave, and thank you for joining me for this very first webinar on the MHAuthority, where today we are giving you a sneak peek at the brand new website that's going to be showcasing mobile home modular homes across the entire country for buyers and renters across the entire United States. I'm very excited to bring this to you today because this is the very first time anyone outside of our offices are being able to see what is the MHAuthority. So again, thank you so much for joining me. Let's get started and talk about the brand new MHAuthority. So if you're joining us today, you're probably asking the same question that everyone else is, and that is, what is MHAuthority? Well, MHAuthority is the brand new product from State Listings Inc., and it is the latest consumer-facing website designed specifically for the mobile and manufactured housing market. And unlike many third-party syndication sites, MHAuthority makes it easy for prospective buyers to contact the property manager or the sales associate that placed the listing onto the MHAuthority platform. And with that means it's your listing, your lead. So if you're the sales associate that put the listing into MHAuthority, a potential buyer wants more information about that home, you're going to get the lead every single time. We know that a pain point for a lot of third-party sites is, in order to make additional money, is they sell your lead out to other real estate, other professionals in your area at a cost. So those websites are making money by sending your lead to someone else. But with MHAuthority, that does not happen. Anytime you put a listing into the system, that lead is going to go to you every single time. And when it comes to getting your listings into MHAuthority, we make it incredibly easy, where you can either manually add your listings or you can send a feed from your MLS just as you would to any other third-party site. And if you've been in the real estate world for quite some time, you know there are hundreds of different sites around the entire country. And you're probably wondering, well, why do we need another site? Why was MHAuthority created? Well, as we just said before, a lot of third-party sites are not fair to the actual listing agent or the sales associate that entered that listing into the platform. Their leads are being sent off to other people. They're being sold off to other people. And in a way, it can hinder the actual buyer experience for those potential buyers just looking to get in touch with the person to buy the house that they just saw online. Additionally, a lot of those consumer-facing websites do not cater to the mobile and manufactured housing market directly. What we mean by that is sometimes those third-party sites are missing specific listing and community information, or it's not listed at all. Some sites don't even take land lease listings, period. So those property owners, those sales associates that are trying to market these land lease homes, these manufactured, these mobile homes, are at a loss because they're not getting all of the exposure that they could be because third-party sites do not accept them. In addition to that, we know that there are some manufactured housing websites that are out there, but they don't offer many features. They may be out of date, or they might just be hard to use, not only for the modular mobile home owner or dealer or sales associate, but also for the buyers and prospective buyers trying to find their next home. So MHAuthority makes it easy for everyone on both sides of the transaction, whether it comes to adding the listing to the platform or searching for listings when a buyer is looking for their next home. Additionally, community owners want to make their communities, their parks, a destination for those potential buyers. But not all sites offer the tools needed to advertise their communities or the available homes that are inside them. But what the MHAuthority does is it's designed specifically for community owners, the manager, and the sales team in mind. What that means is they're going to be able to go ahead and put in all the information about those communities, about the properties, and we're going to talk about that right now. So as we said, community owners want to be able to advertise not just the listings that they have available, but they want to advertise the community, the park. They want it to look like a resort. They want to make sure that potential buyers are not only seeing the house that they're looking at, but the community or the park that that property is located. So within MHAuthority, community owners are going to be able to claim and modify their community pages. This is where they're going to be able to add a property description about the community. They're going to be able to write out text about that area. They're going to be able to add in the amenities, the features of the park. They're also going to be able to include HOA amounts, and they can even add their own custom photos as well. By doing that, this is going to improve the customer experience because those visitors, those potential buyers, are not only going to be able to learn more about that community, but they're also going to be able to see all of the available listings right from that community page. Now, I want to get right into it, and I want to just dive right into MHAuthority. But before, I just want to talk about the advantage of having your homes listed on the MHAuthority website. And one of our biggest advantages is that MHAuthority was built by mobile home, modular home industry experts. And over the course of the development of this platform, input has been taken from other mobile home industry veterans from across the country throughout the entire process. We understand that the mobile manufactured housing market is different than traditional real estate transactions. So what we've done is we've taken some of the best parts that are normally utilized on third-party real estate websites. We implemented that into MHAuthority, but then we also took the transaction process of how mobile homes, modular homes are sold, and we implemented that into MHAuthority. And because MHAuthority can take listings directly from an MLS or a data feed source, the data is always going to be current and up to date. We've seen on other mobile and manufactured housing websites, there are listings that are months old, even over a year old on some of these homes. And as a mobile home dealer, community owner, you want to make sure that you've got the freshest listings on there and nothing out of date to give potential buyers a bad taste in their mouth when they see something they like, only to find out that it's not available. As we're talking about those buyers, let's talk about the buyer experience with MHAuthority. Yes, we know that MHAuthority is going to be a place for you as mobile home dealers, owners, and community property managers, a place to go ahead and place your listings, but buyers are also going to be able to go into MHAuthority as well, create their own accounts for browsing listings. They're going to be able to save listings, favorite them so they can come back and visit them at any time. They're also going to be able to set up saved searches. So if they're looking for properties in a particular area, they're going to be able to create that search criteria and set up a saved search so that way they set up alerts and get notified anytime there's a new listing matching their search criteria in the area in which they're looking. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in to the brand new MHAuthority. Again, this is the first time we are ever showing this to the public eye. So everyone joining us today on this webinar, watching the replay, you are some of the very first people to be able to see exactly what MHAuthority is all about. And here it is. This is the brand new MHAuthority. You can all go visit it now after this webinar, after you've watched this video. Go ahead, browse MHAuthority on your own at MHAuthority.com. The site is up and running. We're just waiting to announce it to the public. So if you're not part of MHAuthority just yet, I'm going to put up some information at the very end as how you can start getting your listings onto this platform right away. So that way, once we make that official announcement to the public and buyers start coming to the site, you're going to want to make sure your listings are there too. So right off the bat, when you're welcomed to the site, again, we're thinking about the buyer experience. We make it very easy for those buyers, for those renters to be able to go right in and start looking for properties. So just like any other kind of third-party site, we've got our search bar right at the top. That's going to allow us to go ahead and start searching exactly where we want. Below that, we're going to see that we have featured listings from across the entire country. These are the latest listings to come into the platform. Looks like we've got a lot in Florida, even some in Michigan, because we know those two states, very big spots for mobile and manufactured homes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do a quick search for Clearwater, Florida. And right off the bat, that's going to pull up all the different homes throughout Clearwater that are in the MHAuthority website. If we ever need to, we can go ahead, we can filter out by price range. Maybe we want to do 75,000 to 110,000. We're just going to do K there. We want at least 3 bedrooms. And we can see right off the bat, just by putting in the desired price range and the number of beds and baths, we're able to pull up the specific listings matching my exact criteria. Right now, we're just looking at a list of homes. If we were to click on here, buyers are also able to go ahead and view a map of where these properties are located. So we can see exactly where they are and where they are in relation to one another to see if where this property is in a good spot for me. Earlier in the presentation, I talked about what makes MHAuthority so great is that anytime you put a listing into the platform, it's going to be your listing, your lead. So we can see at this particular listing, we can see it is listed by a Lane Parks from the Sunset Mobile Home Sales Company. This property in Clearwater, Florida. I can see we've got some photos here. I can scroll through all of them. If I click on the photo, that's going to give me larger full screen photos, so I can flip through and see all of those photos in nice full screen, full color. And it looks like they used a nice high definition photo as well. So those look really clear on my screen right now. Below that, we've got a map of the property, exactly where it is. And below that, we've got all of the necessary information about this property that it was put in by the listing agent. And as we said, it is going to be your listing, your lead. So here we can see we can request more information, and that is going to go directly to Lane, to their email, as well as their MLS platform. And if they've also set up text leads as well, they can also get a text lead. You can also see we've got their cell phone number there. So if we wanted, we could just pick up our phone, give them a call, or if we want, even try sending them a text message and see how quickly we can get a response. Let's close that listing out. Again, we can go back to our map view, or we can look at our list view, see all of the properties available in Clearwater matching my search criteria. We can see the listing agent, the sales rep marketing this property, their office phone number, their cell phone number. We can contact them directly through the MHAuthority platform, view all of their photos, again, those nice large full screen photos, making it very easy for me as a buyer to go in and start viewing these properties and reaching out to those sales reps so I can get into this house as quickly as possible. Again, one of the great features of MHAuthority is the fact that there's also community pages for the different communities across the entire country. So if we click on the Communities tab here on the top right corner, we can see some of the latest communities from across the entire country as they're populating the MHAuthority website. If we need to, we can go ahead and filter out by state or city. So if we wanted to click FL for Florida, we can click that. That's going to go ahead and start showing us all of the Florida communities that are currently in MHAuthority. Here we can see some of the information for this community already populated. We can see the amenities. It looks like there's laundry, gym, a pool, as well as a clubhouse. We also know that there's a tennis court. It is gated and has storage. We also know that pets are allowed less than 40 pounds. If there were properties currently for sale, they would appear here below. Right now it says this community doesn't have any listings for sale at the moment. If there were active listings, they would appear right here. Again, MHAuthority making it super easy for both the professionals selling the homes and the buyers looking to buy their homes to navigate and utilize the site. Not only is it just available for sale properties, we also do allow rentals of mobile and modular homes as well. So if you want to get started with MHAuthority and start adding your listings now, you can start doing it. The only way to get your listings on MHAuthority at this very moment is through the My State MLS platform. If you're not familiar, My State MLS is the nationwide MLS and referral network that has been helping mobile home dealers and communities market their new and used homes across the entire country. My State MLS is one of the few MLSs that was designed specifically with mobile and modular homes in mind and has those fields that pertain specifically to those land lease properties. In addition to having your listings put into My State MLS, not only will your listings be sent over to the MHAuthority, but you can also send your MH listings to dozens of other sites across the entire country, giving your listings maximum exposure. So if you're already a member of My State MLS, all you have to do is log into your My State MLS account, and as you populate your listings, or if you already have listings, just open up your listing syndication options and just be sure to select on MHAuthority from the list of syndication and feed sites. So again, if you're already a member of My State MLS, just log into your account, open up your mobile and manufactured listings, and be sure that you have MHAuthority selected from your syndication and feed site list. If you're not a member of My State MLS just yet, signing up is incredibly easy. All you have to do is visit mystatemls.com, and we offer both monthly and yearly billing options for mobile dealers, sales associates, property managers, and if you want to save even more money, offices or entire mobile home communities, dealers, whether you just have one park, if you've got multiple communities in one state, or if you're a nationwide company that has parks across the entire nation, we also offer office pricing that gives My State MLS memberships to your entire sales team at a very discounted rate. So if you want to know more about MHAuthority, or you want to get started and get your listings onto the site now through our My State MLS platform, please give me a call at 888-769-7657, or better yet, just get me right into my inbox and email me at dave@mystatemls.com. I wanted to keep things short and sweet because I just wanted to make sure you got the very first look at MHAuthority.com. If you want to see more of the site, go ahead and start browsing it now at MHAuthority.com. Or if you want to start getting your listings onto the platform, you can join at mystatemls.com. If you want to take advantage of that discounted office rate and be able to get all of your agents, your sales team, and all of your mobile and manufactured homes into the My State MLS platform and linking out to not only MHAuthority, but the dozens of third-party sites around the country, please just send me an email at dave@mystatemls.com. Thank you so much and have a great day.